Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Good afternoon, people. How are you doing? Mr. Harvey said we got a bunch of clowns running this show. A bunch of clowns running the show. But I have something to say about that. That
Bring it on, brother.
the sad part about this whole thing is that they think they know what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing. They think they're doing a good job. It's in their head, man. They're running around thinking that they are doing a good job for the American people. They believe this. I got to think that they believe this. Now the people around them probably don't believe this shit, but they do. Because you can't sit there and tell a damn lie to the American public and look them in the face and expect them to believe it. Man, I got two things I want to say about something that happened in two different spots here. In DC, earlier today, the Speaker of the House, stupid Mike Johnson, got on the news folks and said that people are messing with Trump and he don't like it, but his popularity is at 90%. He had nerve to open up his mouth and say that CNN said that his popularity is at 90%. Now, CNN ain't never said no shit like that.
That man trying to keep a job.
And we ain't never had a president with a popularity rate of 90%.
That man had lost his soul. He's supposed to be a big time Christian.
I'm sitting here watching the commentator of the show, CNBC, and he's sitting there listening to this man lie to him to his face and to the American public. And he was okay with it. I guess he said, well, if you want to tell that lie, I'm gonna let him go ahead and tell it. But Ted, I don't care what's going on. I'd have had to tell Daddy Mike. I said, Mike, you must think I'm a damn fool. The American people are damn fools for you to sit there and tell that lie with a smile on your face. Do you actually believe his rating is at, his popularity is at 90%? If you do, I got a bridge I got to say your ass.
That man's on his knees right now. He asking God for forgiveness.
Man,
he got
got
turned
to
around
be.
saying, Lord, forgive me. You know, I'm doing this for the betterment of your people.
and then Kristi Noem is back down in Texas, and she telling all the people that what they did in Texas it's going to be a model for what FEMA is going to be doing. So anytime we have a disaster, if there's 150 some people dead and another 100 and some missing, and they still haven't found them, it's been over a week, then please don't do that for me. If any disaster happens, please don't do that for me. Just sit back and don't do nothing. If that's what you do, that's what you call doing something, then don't do nothing for me. Please, I don't need your help. Don't come here. If that's what, if that's gonna be the model, and she's got TSA agents around her, 4 of them. One kind of heavy-set black lady. They standing up at attention with them stripes on their shoulders, so they know they officers and stuff, so they better not say nothing. And they sitting there listening to that lady talk, and you can tell that they're both, all of them back there, they were there because she made them come, and they couldn't say a word. And you, if looks could tell what's going on, Ted, all of them probably said, "Bitch, you just lied and you don't know what the hell you talking about." Please, if I have a natural disaster, please don't come. If that's a norm, 100 and some people dead that you know of, and the rest of them they haven't even still ain't found them yet. And it took them 72 hours to even show up. They stopped paying the phone people. The people couldn't even call and tell us that we got a problem. They shut their phones off because they didn't pay their bill. Oh, Lord have mercy on us. If this is, we got another 3 years plus of this mess. Yeah. Oh. But it's okay. Oh my goodness.
I got a bunch of stuff, but I want to just bring up 2 subjects.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Pennies, nickels, and dimes. $9 billion. $8 billion to help the hungry, HIV, and so forth, and 1.2 billion or 1 billion to the public radio stations and radio and TV. Pennies, nickels, and dimes. It has, just like we only send 1% out to give to foreign aid, 1% of our budget. And just like we only give 1% from our SBA loans to black people, 1% out of billions of dollars. But what I want to talk about is 2 things. I went back again, this ain't my first rodeo talking about this. Carter, when he left office, the national debt was $998 billion. When he left office, that was in 80?
70s, yeah, 80, 1980, because he got elected in 76.
When Reagan left office, the debt was $3 trillion. That's not even counting now Social Security he stole. Then George W. Bush, when he left office, it went up to $4.6 trillion. So now you got Reagan, $3 trillion. Then he brought it up another $1.6 trillion. That was real money then.
Yeah, well, now you missed something now. You missed in between that. They got 8 years of Clinton now.
Wait a minute, I'm going there, bro.
Okay, okay, okay. Go
Wait a
ahead.
minute.
Go ahead.
Clinton, when he left office, it went from 4.6 to 5.77. So that was 8 years. He brought it up to 1 trillion deficit. And when Bush got in office, second Bush, W, he brought it up to 8 trillion. So now you got a total from Carter to W. Bush, 14 trillion. Then you bring Obama, he knocked it up to about a little bit over 6 trillion. So now you got 20 trillion. Then you got Trump. 4 years, he brought it up to 8 trillion. So now you got 28 trillion. And then we had the pandemic and all of that, and then he had the infrastructure and stuff like that. Biden, thank you, President Biden. He brought it up to another 8 trillion. So now that's where we at right now. And you look at all that money. No, this is deficit. This ain't revenue. This is deficit. Now all that revenue that we received was spent on the Pentagon, spent on overspending in the other areas, because the server wasn't Social Security, the server was Medicare, because we've been paying into that. But all that other mess that they've been doing, stealing money, and that's what they're doing now, stealing money. They're stealing it in such a slick way that people don't even know. They use the money, they say, okay, this right here is allocated for this. But what do? They take that money. No, we ain't going to spend it on that. We're going to spend it on something else. Just like right now, 46 or 47, it has already been allocated $4 billion for mass transportation for California. They took that money and they're going to send it to California. That's the kind of shit they do. Same thing when it came to anything that goes for new developments in the black community. Same thing. No, we ain't going to use that money. We're going to spend that for something else. This is the BS that they do. And the Democrats don't even broadcast it or let people know, because all we're doing is we living our life. We just, every day, we going to work, we coming home, and then we see what's going on and ain't nothing really happening. Because they're getting fed money to all of these different people that comes in there and try to convince them to vote for this and vote for that. So here we are now, reaching 40 trillion, almost 30. Right now we're in 37, 36 plus trillion. And no one is talking about the budget. No one is talking about the deficit. No one talking about, they sit there and they pass that bill to, the main thing was not these little pennies, nickels, and dimes they taking out and then firing all these people and then replacing them with their own people. But what they're doing is they're taking pennies, nickels, and dimes and using that money for their own thing. The man that set up here and put $150 billion for the border and other things and for the ICE. And these people are going to get big time money. 150 billion? That's a lot of money. So here we are, and the American people think he's doing a great job. Some of these people think he's doing a great job. Second thing I want to talk about, and this is historical. And I always wondered where all these black people get get educated back in the day, and learn how to read. You remember when they had a great Reconstruction and all that? They was ready to go into Congress and be senators and everything. Well, they don't tell us all the history that a lot of these black people were not slaves. They were free people back in 1776, in the 1800s. There were slaves coming over here by the millions. Over 80 million people died coming over here in the boats. Matter of fact, black people as a whole, we had our population was more than the so-called Europeans. But they had us in chains. But there was a lot of black people that was free and educated. And a lot of those black people helped with the Declaration of Independence and all of that stuff. They fought in the Revolutionary War. They did all the things right alongside these white folks for their freedom. And they erased a whole lot of shit. Just like they're doing now, trying to erase our history. And what are we doing about it? We just kicking back just like we always do, trying to survive. That's all we do. We try to navigate the best way we can and try to survive. And some of us are doing very well, and some of us are doing okay, and some of us are just barely getting by. And it's a shame that we are not a monolithic people, because it's so divided now that we're more divided than we ever have been. Because we got all these different kinds of, I ain't gonna say culture, I'm gonna say tribes. We have all these different tribes in our black community. Certain lifestyles that's different. Because we created our own culture. We created our own music. And so therefore now, and a lot of stuff we copied off of European lifestyle, and then we made it, enhance it to our own way, the way we liked it. Because our culture, our real culture and our names was stolen from our people. When they brought us over here, they made us change our name. My name ain't Harvey. Theodore. Should have been something else. Could have been an Indian name. Could have been, who the hell knows? Could have been an African name or Indian name. I don't know. But the show shouldn't have been no damn Theodore Harvey. So we are here, and we are here, and we're really the indigenous people because we are the original Americans. That's why I say I ain't going no damn way. I ain't going to Mexico. I ain't going to Canada. This land is my land. Y'all can kiss my ass. That's what I say. Y'all go back to where you came from. You know where you came from. You know where your granddaddy came from. Because that's about all of, that's probably as far as you can go back here in this country. Your granddaddy and your grandmama came from Germany, came from Poland, came from Italy. Maybe you go back as far as your great granddaddy. We came here in the 1900s, in the early 1900s. Shit, we was here before that. What the fuck you talking about? We helped build this damn country. And I'm telling you, bro, I don't know what's going to happen, but you know what? Probably nothing. Ain't nothing going to happen because, we're going to just keep on just surviving and navigating and whatever. So I don't depend on nobody or nothing. I ain't into no all kind of little organizations and all that shit, because really they only just stay to themselves and do whatever they got to do. Because when it boils down, marching ain't gonna do a damn thing. I commend those people that's getting into office and trying to do the thing politically and all that. So until these white folks start standing up for righteousness, and real justice, until these white folks start realizing, this is supposed to be a free country. If a person want to be gay, that's their damn business. If a person want to use drugs, this is my opinion now. If they want to use drugs, that's their damn opinion. That's what they want to do. This is supposed to be a free damn country. So, as far as I'm concerned, these people ain't got no business trying to tell people how to live and how to live their life. And that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to tell people how to live their life. I might not agree with abortion. I mean, I'm not an abortionist, but I believe a woman should be able to do whatever the hell she want to do with her body. That's her business. That's her body. Because I sure in the hell don't want nobody to tell me what to do with my body. So I'm just saying, I believe a woman should be able to, if she want to work what they call a man's job, then she should be able to do that. If she want to work at construction or drive a truck or whatever the hell she want to do, she ought to be able to do it. This is supposed to be a free country for everybody. Everybody should be able to do what they want. And then they try to mess people up, and then they bring a whole lot of other ethnic people here, and that's fine. If that's what they want to come here. But the point is, y'all got to respect us black folk. And I see you on the internet all the time, all on Facebook, all on all these sites, dogging us like we ain't shit. Your ass wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Because we the one fought for all of this, whatever rights you got right now. And these people ain't doing but fucking up. That's all they doing. They sit up here, they done spent $37 trillion in debt. And they act like they doing a great job. He just signed a bill right now, just signed a program called the Genius Bill. And they ain't gonna do nothing but rip your damn money off. And then he just go ahead on and try to, okay, now we're gonna allow you in your 401k, instead of you doing little certain things now, you can go ahead on and take some of that money and you can invest in the stock market on your own. Really mess up your damn 401k. Before you know it, you ain't gonna have no damn money in your damn 401k. It's all a game, bro. It's all a game. They tried to do democracy, but then it got to be so crazy around the world is that they realized, hey, too many millionaires and billionaires being made in the stock market. Because people was investing in those IPOs all over the world. And these companies start getting on the stock market, on the chain, and then they start making a bunch of money. So you got these doggone dictators now all over the world now, and these people that want to be fascists, they want to control them now. And these billionaires don't even know it. Because that's what Trump is doing right now. All he's doing is saying, hey, I'm going to do this for you. Look what happened to CBS. This guy, Corbett, or whatever his name is, that come on the night show, he
Stephen Colbert.
He talks about Trump every night. He dogs Trump every night. And the deal was, okay, I'm gonna let you do this deal on, but you're gonna have to get rid of that night show. Because I'm tired of looking at him. All he do is talk about me. That's the deal. That's one of the deals they made. Besides the other deals he made with him. So this right here, politics, man, I'm gonna tell you, they sit up here and allow this knucklehead to get in office, and because they wanted ratings, because they wanted eyeballs, and it fell right in your. He just played y'all. He played y'all because you wanted to get ratings. The more you talk, all y'all want to do is talk about Trump, 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 Trump. Back in 2016, 2015. They thought it was cute. Oh, he ain't gonna never be president. Now he done built a whole damn army. He got 30 million strong. No matter what he do, they don't give a shit. And you know they're gonna deduct all of them damn. Everywhere his name is, it's gonna be a doggone dark spot on it. When they start talking about him in that doggone thing, it's gonna be blacked out. It's gonna be blacked out. They didn't have expert readers read that shit when it comes out, and it's gonna be all didactic, blacked out. But hey, they don't care. I don't know what kind of white folks we got in this country, but I know it's a bunch of good ones and decent people. But y'all got to step up your game now, because this man is destroying America. Step up your game. I mean, we got a lot of issues and a lot of challenges, but he done made it 5 times, 10 times worse. I'm through with it, because I can keep on talking.
Okay. There's a whole lot of stuff out there, people in the news, other than the things that we be talking about. There's a lot of things that are affecting us and our country and what's going on, economy, uh, how we going to proceed here, how are we going to be able to defend ourselves if somebody decides that they want to attack us, or what the heck going on out there in the world. It is became not only a chaos here, it's became a chaotic world. And things are moving us so damn fast, and it's creating a lot of mess and stuff out there, and a lot of people and stuff aren't, and a lot of countries and stuff are probably as unstable and stuff as we are. They got stable leaders, but the country is unstable. There's all kinds of stuff going on that's affecting them just like it is us. So we're not the only ones and stuff that's having a problem, and that's a good thing, because as long as they are sitting around there and being confused about some things and everything, it's a possibility and stuff that we might be able to slide past this knucklehead here that we got going on in our country and stuff and everything, and get somebody in office who can be trusted and stuff and everything, and we can start reestablishing ourselves out there with the international community, and hopefully the damage won't be too bad. A big player out there, people, and I'm gonna have to keep talking about it, and we're gonna have to understand that we are no longer the number one power in this world. China has taken over that lead. They haven't. Nobody's came forth and actually said that, but most of the folks out there in the
Wait a
international
minute, Ed.
community
Why,
know.
why would you say that?
I'm saying that and stuff because they are. They
Well, give me
are.
some receipts, bro.
Huh?
Give me some receipts.
This is what?
Give me some receipts.
Oh, I got some. I'm getting ready to start saying some receipts. I got some receipts
Excuse me
here.
for interrupting you.
I
Excuse me
got some
for
receipts and
interrupting
stuff
you,
here.
because I gotta have
Okay, I
receipts.
got some. I'm gonna start out here with one thing that's going on this thing with this precious metals. China has almost 90% dominance over these precious metals around the country. These precious metals and stuff go into a lot of our products, and even in our military uh, armory, in our planes, in our shipbuilding. China has 17 shipbuilding companies in their country. They have taken over overseas shipments, these container ships and everything. They own the majority of those container ships. Here in the Western Hemisphere, including North America and South America, China owns and operates 37 ports, trading ports, where ships come in to bring their goods and stuff into these countries and stuff. And in the North and South America, China owns 37 of them.
How many are
Almost every port in South America, they own them. They have one port here in the United States that they own. That's in LA. They own that port there. They bought it. They own it. They are so tough and stuff with their trade and everything that Donald Trump had to beg them to come to the trading table. He sat there and dogged them Chinese and stuff out. They 145% tariff back in April of this year. And China didn't say a word, never opened their mouth. Yao Xinping just walked around, went through the Pacific rim and stuff there, all those countries, including Vietnam, South Korea, Indonesia, all of them, even into India, and started making trade agreements and stuff with them while his butt was sitting over here and everything and telling folks and everything that he was going to bring them to their knees. Our farm industry has been devastated because China decided not to go forth with those huge contracts, over $100 and some billion and stuff in grain is supposed to be coming to China. They refused it.
Don't worry about it. Trump
They
got it.
they cannot bring their grain there. They've sent our farmers sent their beef and stuff, a whole container ship load of beef there, and China told them get that stuff out of our docks, and they sent it back.
Damn.
They have successfully getting oil and continually to get oil and stuff, all the oil they want from Iran.
There it is.
They're getting their oil from Iran. They are controlling that. That Belt and Road Initiative that they done started and everything is paying dividends big time. They have construction going on in almost every major country around here that's outside of the European Union. Mexico is using their money and stuff and everything to build their infrastructure. Brazil is using their money to build their infrastructure. Brazil is taking their cue and everything from their production of their grain and everything, and they are outproducing the United States as far as grain, and they've signed a major agreement and stuff with Brazil to supply China with their grain. So they don't need our grain from our farmers. They are building, and these folks are asking them to come to their country, and they are building their high-speed rail trains. In Kenya, they just completed a high-speed rail train that goes from their capital to one of the other cities, over 200 and some mile long stretch there through desert land and all kinds of stuff. They completed that. They got a train that goes almost 200 some miles an hour in their thing. Egypt has just hired them and everything to come in there and do the same thing with their transportation system, build their railroads and stuff and everything, high-speed rails and everything throughout their country so they can bring everybody all together and be able to, just change the whole dynamics of it. They are in the process now of building a high-speed train that goes faster than the airplane.
I saw that.
They're in the
Look like a
process.
damn jet. They're like a
Yes, sir.
damn rocket or something.
Yes, sir. That thing goes almost 700 some miles an hour. They in the process of building it because it doesn't go by rail. This thing sits on the top of some air and it just rides on top of the air. So there's no resistance as far as the rails and stuff hitting anything. It just floats and just goes. They can build their 3 of their rivers and stuff in China and stuff. They changed the course of that river so they can put a tunnel underneath the river.
That's how.
for
That's
that,
how. That's
for that.
how. You know. That's how. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word. But like anyway, we are so antiquated.
Yes, sir. And that's what I'm saying. And that's only the part of the receipts. And the tunnel that they built between Beijing and and across the underneath the river and stuff and everything that's over almost 3 miles long. The tunnel has 6 lanes in it. And not 2, 6 lanes underneath it. And they built that damn thing in record time. They got a city that is totally green that they just completed. Everything in there is based on green. They have all the buildings and stuff and everything don't have any energy inside these buildings and stuff and everything that is produced by coal or gas. No fossil fuel supplies the energy and stuff inside there. Some of these buildings are self-supporting. They got these. The whole outside of the building is a power grid that they can use for energy that's inside the buildings. This shit is crazy.
No, they've been planning this shit for years and years. They know exactly. They've been raiding and getting all kind of stuff from Africa and all that. But this new deal, the last 10, 15 years, hitting Brazil and partnering with Russia, because you know they used to be at odds with each other back in our
Absolutely.
day.
That they building a high-speed rail train to go into Iran so they can trade with them and do whatever they want to do inside of Iran, take anything in and out of there. A two-track rail system that goes from China to Iran so they can trade with them. They try to keep them above water. They protecting them. These Chinese is doing so much shit. China has a huge desert in their country, huge desert. For 20 some years, they've been trying to figure out how to turn that desert into a place where they can grow crops and stuff in the desert. They did all kinds of stuff. This happened in the 1900s and stuff. They started working on it. People kept telling them, "You can't do it. You can't do it." Today, they had turned over 1/3 of the desert and everything now can produce food.
I'm gonna just say this. Think about this. You can't keep supposed to be American citizens. I'm talking about black folk. Constantly putting them in jail, constantly harassing them, constantly discriminating against them. And a lot of us, I should say, are bringing things to the table innovatively, creatively, and then turn around and and keep us down and then expect to prosper. You can't possibly, because your whole energy is coming against people that's not like you. Instead
Amen.
of treating people as Americans, you have allowed in the last 30 years, 40 years, you have allowed all kind of other ethnic groups to come in here, and all they want to do is get what they can get and do what they can do and make their little money, and hey, they might go back to their country.
Now, what
They
they're
don't give a
doing
shit about
now,
America.
yeah, but what they're doing there in their country and stuff, Ted, we still have big problems and stuff with how they're doing it. They are still a one-party system, and they are Communist Party in there. Anybody who has a business and stuff that is going on inside of their country and stuff have to go and pay people and stuff who are on
Yeah, they got
with
what
them in
they
their
call
party.
the
They
enterprise
have to,
system.
yeah, they have to pay them and stuff. But
Yeah,
in turn, if the party and stuff and everything or decides that an entity and stuff and everything is worth spending money on it, they will take and they will help these companies and stuff and everything to be
yes,
successful.
yes. That's
They
what they
have
do.
they have successfully gained access to the chips that NVIDIA has made. A week ago, Trump finally gave up and everything and stopped telling the video that they had to restrict those chips and everything for AI that went to China. China now has access to those AI chips from NVIDIA. They
I
already
believe
done
it.
built they already done built their own AI stuff and everything called deepfake, but they still wanted those NVIDIA access to those NVIDIA chips so they can even get better with what they're doing. So they have accomplished this and stuff, Ted, through a system and stuff and everything that we abhor. We don't like this system. But because our system and stuff and everything is two party, majority rules and all that, we have still been successful. But we have slowly stopped becoming innovative. And this knucklehead right here that we got in office and stuff has stripped the shit out of our innovation, our research facility. They have totally destroyed that.
He's an agent, bro.
Every
He's an agent.
almost every major university here in this country and stuff, their research and development departments and stuff and everything have been depleted.
Well, in a way, when it all boils down, they bigots too. But anyway, let me just say this. 2024, China has over 800 billionaires. China.
Yep. They have 3 of the 4 largest banks in the world.
That's right.
Trump got mad at them and told them that the International Monetary Fund should stop loaning them money at low interest rates because they are no longer a developing country. Because they classified themselves as a developing country, they would give them low interest loans and stuff and everything to take care of whatever they wanted to do. So United States told them, "Damn that shit! If you guys need to stop that, quit giving them low interest loans." Even though China holds about $800 billion of our debt and everything.
Way more than that. Way more than that.
They holding our debt. They hold $800 billion of debt.
But wait a minute, there's only 800, a little more than 800 Americans that are billionaires.
Ooh.
So I mean, do the math, man. We supposed to be the capitalists of the world, and we got less billionaires than China.
They're moving to number one tier. They done grabbed that number one spot, and we can't get them out. And we doing our damnedest and stuff not to even compete with them now. and and as this knucklehead keeps lying and stuff about this tariff crap and everything, he gonna still be in trouble. He done just announced, got Bassett and that damn Lutnick and told everybody, we got an agreement with Indonesia. We have a trade agreement with them. Well, the country came out and said they still negotiating. They ain't got no damn agreement with the United States. Because guess what? Indonesia offered them free trade if our product come into their country. But Lutnick and them told them, well, you guys are going to have to pay out that 25% to do trading in our country. So they said, we can't do that. let you bring your stuff in here free. Why can't we bring it in your country free? Even though our people are paying the tariffs, comes from our pocket. The only thing that's stopping this whole damn thing is the United States government, when it hits our port and everything, whoever is the merchant who is buying the stuff have to pay the tariffs up front. If they could bypass that stuff and make the American people pay the daggone tariffs and they don't have to pay that money, we'd be in big trouble.
Well, was it Truman that said it?
Huh?
Was it Truman or Eisenhower? I think it was Eisenhower.
Truman.
He said that the American industrial, watch out for the American industrial complex, the military industrial complex. They have ripped off, and I'm not talking about the soldiers now, don't get me wrong now. I'm talking about these heads of all of these different departments in the Pentagon. They have stolen, and well, I shouldn't say stolen, they have misused trillions of dollars, which should have been going to the American people. China averaged for years no more than $300 billion, and in some cases even less than that, into their military. They just now started increasing their military power. You know, we already know they got something like, I don't know, some crazy 10 million soldiers or more. Who knows how many they got, because they got over 1.5 billion
Trillion.
people.
Billion people.
Well, yeah, 1.5 billion people. So the point is that here we are, we just barely making 3 million. So we don't even have the population compared to China and India. And now India is becoming a threat. They're getting there. I'm telling you, they're getting there.
And the sad part about that whole daggone thing, Ted, is that all of these countries and stuff and everything that we are trying to get trades and everything and stuff, well, they are in essence and stuff resisting us because of these tariffs and stuff that Trump has enacted upon them. And all this bullshit that he's talking about we got trade agreement, we're gonna make 90 trade agreements and stuff. What has happened and stuff is that every time a country comes in here and they try to negotiate and deal with the United States, they always turn their daggone tables on them. They come in here and yeah, we're gonna trade with you guys and stuff because we are a huge commodity, man. We got some power that we can wield. But when you got a knucklehead sitting up there and everything, and you come in there and you think you got something going on, and he turns around the next day and writes in his social media and everything, well, we ain't gonna do that with them. We're gonna raise their shit up. We're gonna tax we're gonna have tariff, 50% tariff on steel and aluminum. Damn, Canada just came in here trying to negotiate with you all and everything, and now you telling them after you done left the they done left the table that you're gonna put a 50% tariff on aluminum and steel?
Well, you know, where America messed up is that some of these corporations started going overseas and becoming international markets. They was looking for merging markets because we are the one that initiated showing them how to do markets, you know, as far as the stock market and all those times of investments. So in the 90s that happened. And I was just looking here in India, 191 billion, 191 billionaires. India, supposed to be one of the poorest countries in the world. 1.5, 1.4, or something like that, billion people.
Billion people. They got a few million less than China.
Yeah.
And we are Apple decided that they wanted to and there's some gray areas and stuff there because I thought Trump had did this, but now they're saying that Apple themselves are asked to take some of their manufacturing and stuff over into India. And Trump got mad and stuff and everything and said, hell no, you can't do that. You need to bring that shit back here, United States. Well, we don't have the people power or the brain power and everything for them to bring the stuff back to the United States.
Oh,
Now,
we have
it's
it.
a
We have
it's
it.
a damn good idea to bring some of the manufacturing and stuff back here, but you got to prepare for that manufacturing. You just can't say bring it back here and it's going to magically happen. That's not the way it goes. It's going to take 4 or 5, maybe 6 years and stuff for you
Or
to actually
longer.
bring that manufacturing back here. And you're going to have to work with that stuff and everything. And you're going to have to work with the people and stuff who were talking about spending their damn money over here in the United States to bring manufacturing back. Because a lot of those countries, Ted, actually wants to bring some of their manufacturing and stuff back here to the United States if they can, because it'd be cheaper for them. They don't have to have all the transportation costs. They can just bring the manufacturing back here and sell what they did. They
We
own this.
don't have the people.
I know we don't, but I said they want to actually do this. And there could be a way to do this if we had somebody who was sitting there in that daggone White House that understood that when you start doing stuff and everything, you just can't go out there and put a fucking building up there and everything and think people and manufacturing is the same thing as putting a goddamn building up. It ain't the same.
Shuffling paper.
Yeah. It's
Shuffling paper
different
ain't
than that. It's
manufacturing
different than putting
shit.
a building up. Yes, you can put a building up and everything. He probably could, put up a lot of goddamn buildings and shit.
Goddamn
He didn't pay people, but he put them up.
Hey, the commercial buildings can't even fill up their damn offices. What the hell you talking about? They going broke.
There's some opportunities and stuff there, Ted. A lot of opportunities and stuff is right there. All you got to do is just open up their minds and stuff and everything, and understand that hey, this
Hey,
everything gonna be done
until
online.
these
So you got to
jackasses
do with
start,
it.
until these jackasses start opening up capital and start telling, doing redevelopment and telling people different things as far as what can be done and what have you. Because there is a lot of smart black people out there that know how to
Not
do
only
shit.
black people of color.
Well, I ain't speaking for no people of color. I'm talking about black
I'm
people.
speaking
Bro.
of people of color.
I don't give a shit about. You know what?
Hey,
I care about all people, but
hey,
I'm saying
I,
we built this country and they've been
I,
holding us back.
I'm just like it was back in the day, Ted. I ain't. Don't call me black.
I'm black. I'm black.
I'm mixed. I'm mixed
I
with.
am black.
I'm mixed with a whole lot of other stuff. I ain't.
That's how
Don't do that.
I know that. Me too. Me too. Shit. I got. I say my
Yeah,
shit. I know
they
who I
look at
am.
it that way. That's why I said we're the people of color.
That's why I say we confused. Y'all confused. I'm black. Yeah. That's our race here in this country. I'm a black American. I'm not no ethnic group. I'm black. Because if I was an ethnic group, I'd be part Indian, part white, part Asian, part African. I got 4 or 5 different damn ethnic people in me. Shit.
Mr. Harvey, guess
I'm
what?
black.
Guess what, Mr. Harvey? Guess what? This hour done shot by, man. I didn't think. I'm looking down at my clock here, man. This hour done damn near go by. I can't believe this shit. This seems like it just got started.
Well, all I'm gonna say is this. I'm telling you right now. In 45 years, my last word, 45 years, we have took that damn budget, the deficit, from less than $1 trillion to now 37 trillion. And by the time next year comes, we'll be almost 40 trillion in debt.
Wait a minute. Oh, you said 40. Just 40?
I say
He
by next
already
year we'll be
he
by
already
next
he
year.
already raised that borrowing power up, man. That in that big beautiful bill, they had a footnote in there that says that they'd raised the borrowing power now. They'd raised the borrowing power almost $5 trillion. And tell
Well,
me Trump ain't gonna use every bit of that $5 trillion.
ooh man, he gonna take that money. He gonna
Ooh-wee.
dole it out to a lot of people
He
because they gonna
gonna
owe him some favors.
them billionaires gonna be they're gonna have the first $1 trillion man here before he leaves office. Trust me. Mark my word, people. Today is July 18th, 2025. In 2028, in November, somebody gonna be worth $1 trillion. An individual.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. Somebody going to be looking down there and they're going to say, I'm worth $1 trillion. So there's going to be a race to see who's going to get it. A whole bunch of them out there now looking at it. And I know Bezos is probably looking at it. I know Musk is probably looking at it. They all sitting down there chomping at the bit. Matter of fact, they might be making side bets. Hey, whoever reaches that $1 trillion owe the other one $1 billion. Man, you owe me $1 billion when I reach the trillion.
They got a cigar bet.
Yes, sir. They got to sit down there. Yes, sir. Whoever the first trillionaire stuff and everything, man, you just come over there and kiss my ass. on national news.
Well, so far, I think it's Elon Musk.
Yeah, he making a good shot at it. He making a damn good shot at it. A damn good shot at it. If this new venture that he's got going on, if it brings forth any kind of fruit that he thinks it might be able to bring it, he gonna be there.
Hey, well, he's gonna be there. Hey, I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say another last word. And people, hear what I say. Find the addresses to these damn billionaires and start begging for money, especially you nonprofit organizations, because they gonna cut all your money, all the good work you're doing and you've done. You better start writing them letters. You better start making them calls. Start begging for that money, because you was begging it from the government, so you might as well beg it from them billionaires. Shit. They looking for write-offs.
Big write-offs. Big write-off.
They ain't doing nothing with that damn money.
What can they do to
Ted?
For
them to get $100 billion away ain't shit.
Ted, most of them got more money than their family, 3 generations of their family can spend, and they will never spend it all.
They got way more than that.
and they will the 3rd generation of their family going into 2021 will still have that money. They got that much money. They're gonna be rich into 2021.
They got money hid all over the place. Hey, more power to them.
Only God knows how much they own. Just like those Indians, just like them Indian billionaires you talking about. Now you look at India and stuff and say, damn, they ain't got a whole lot of damn money over there in India and stuff and everything. But them son of guns own a whole lot of shit that's outside their country.
Yep.
They own a whole lot of stuff that's outside their country.
God bless them. That's what I say.
And the old boy in Saudi Arabia, that prince, the madman there, the news people asked him a year ago. They asked him. He said, "What does your family own?" And he said, "I have no idea. We own so much shit, I don't even know how much it is."
A lot of these billionaires the same way.
I don't even know what we own.
A lot of these billionaires the same way. You saw.
He said, I got 2 or 3 finance ministers over there, and if you ask one of them how much what we own and stuff, he couldn't tell you. He got to get all 3 of them together to find out what we own. Because there's so much money coming in other than oil. They got so much money flowing in, it's a crying shame to you. Because they own a lot of shit and a lot of companies. Anyway, people, we're going to see you guys tomorrow with some big stuff going on. Man, we got to talk about Joy Reid and stuff and what's going on.
Ooh, did you see that interview with
that man with that summer gun who tried to do something to her? She is upset about it. She's battling mad. That old boy is something else, man.
She held on, bro. She held on.
I know she does, but she mad because that summer gets tried to hook her. And she's got her own stuff going on and stuff now. And for him to sit there and try to hook her like that and everything, that just doesn't make any sense at all. He did not have to do that because I believe she would have went on his show and sat down there and talked with him, but he didn't have to do that to bring her in and do all that stuff to her. So they tell you how a dirty summer gun he is. And the fact that because he did that,
well, I'm gonna put it like this. Kansas Orange didn't let his ass do her like that. Because you know what she kept doing? She kept on talking. And she said, wait a minute, let me talk. I'm talking right now. She was very forceful. I saw that interview too.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't no fan of Kansas Orange, but I'm going to tell you that right now. This woman is smart. Kansas Orange is smart.
Well, he tried to do Jasmine Crockett the same way and everything, and she came back at him also. So he's bringing some of these black folks on there, especially women on there, onto his show and everything, and try to bull crap him. But he just it's going to be hard for him to do that again. Be very hard.
Oh, well, he's done anyway. You know, but you know what? I was looking at his ratings. I saw one. He had 4 million views, and a lot of his views when he had them black women on there, and controversial, over 1 million every time.
And that's why he's trying to get them there. But he is not going to get them there anymore if he keep after this thing with Joy. I don't think he's getting any more black women on his show at all, women or men. Okay, people, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.